Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Loretta Lawrence, nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping in. So I've got these mushrooms that I picked up from the Walmart Plus order, and I want to get them chopped up. I was thinking of making a lentil loaf, but with different seasonings, I can make something that's like a gyro meat. And I made it once before, and it actually tasted just like a gyro meat. And I made some gyro baked potatoes. I made some gyro wraps. Or what do you call them? Gyros or gyros? I don't know. How are you today? We've got a dreary, rainy day today here in Wisconsin. How about where you're at? Lynette? Is that your name? Did I pronounce it right? So I want to get these into the freezer. And then they'll be ready when I've got some room and some time to make my, I don't know, lentil loaf or gyro lentil or gyro lentil. I don't know what you'd call it, lentil gyros. But if I leave them sitting in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use them, you'll bad on me. I still have some lentils that I made into sloppy Joe meat. But I think I put those in the freezer yeah, they're in the freezer. My freezer is pretty well packed right now. As my old friend Mary would say, my freezer is blessed. Okay, I got it right. So how's the weather by you? It's 10:58 a.m. here in Wisconsin, and I'm on Central Standard Time. What are your plans for today? got some walnuts from the food bank, and that is one thing that I put into lentil loaf. But like I said, I think I'm going to season it differently and make gyro meat, because I'm just in the mood for a gyro. The place that I used to get gyros from, and they made them from meat, which I seldom eat, but if I am going to eat meat, I will go there for a gyro. But they got flooded a few weeks back when the state fair got shut down from flooding, because they're like right across the street from the state fair. I'm the guy you subbed. Good morning. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. So is anybody doing the good morning, Jason. How are you? I'm all excited for Thursday. I shared it out on my what do you call it? What page is that? Gosh, I hate getting senile. I'll remember at 3:00 in the morning. My community page. I shared it out on my community page, so I'm hoping people will make note. I'm going to do that every day for a little while. Somebody told me to change who I share out 4 times a day. So I try to do that ever since I heard that. And be sure. Now you know I have to edit my videos. Be sure and connect with each other while you're on. Oh, you're a gardener. Great. I'm going to click this because I'm not familiar with your page, and check it out so I can see your garden. Do you have garden videos on your page, Lynette? Oh, Jared, I'm going to be interviewed on Oki's Eden. That'll only be the second time that I've been interviewed. I was interviewed once before on Gale Southern Living, and I was so nervous. I was talking to a friend who was talking to me that day, trying to talk me down because I was so frantic I was going to cancel. I was so upset. But it turned out fun. I can't wait to do it again. In fact, I want to start interviewing people, looking for smaller channels in November. After my collab starts with Gail, we're going to be doing a Microdwarf tomato collab, so you can grow microdwarfs in your house. And then if you want to grow something else in your house, you can start December 1st with Mike's Chaotic Gardening when he does his winter indoor growing. I would love to come to one of your lives, Jarrett. I love your channel. As long as it's not a Wednesday. Wednesdays I'm busy all day long. I have something at 2, something at 2:30, and something at 3. And I usually go early to the 2:00 one. I usually go at noon. And I want to go even earlier this week because I found out that at noon, the church that I go to plays about 10 minutes of music on their bells. And it's really pretty. So I want to save that. And hopefully I'll be able to use that music on my Sunday videos. Oh, I can help you with that. The first thing you want to do if you want to join the YouTube family is become friends with Tuber Chat and The Source. Then Are You Locked In? And Elevate with Tate. I said that kind of fast, but I'm going to be doing a video on it. I worked on it and I did it before, but then I realized that I was infringing on copyright by using their images. So I'm redoing it without using their images. But those channels are where people go to connect. And you can on here too. If your name is on blue, if it's somebody that I'm familiar with your channel, your name is in blue. If you're new to me, I won't be doing that yet until I get to know you a little better. But if your name is in blue, you can click on any other channel link and go to that directly to that channel. Otherwise, you have to search for them. Sometimes that's hard. If your handle and your name isn't the same, it's harder to find you. So I try to keep mine as close to being the same as possible. Okay, great. What gardening collaboration did you join, Lynette? Facts? What are the facts, Jarrett? I'm a dense old lady. You got to explain things to me. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, 8 p.m. works. When do you have an available time? Well, actually, I'm sometimes sleeping because when I'm gone all day, I come home and I fall asleep. When it gets colder out, I don't go out. So maybe we can schedule something in December or January. Well, last year I didn't leave the house all month long in January. Oh, I've got to scroll down. Oh no. Oh, I'm in the Vineyard Chicks too. I slept through the live last night. Did anybody win anything good? Last week I won a $20 gift card, or was it 2 weeks ago? But I don't know. The person that gave it actually has not been on YouTube for 5 months. And somebody else told me that they won it the month before and they didn't get it either. So not expecting to see that. I don't think I've seen your videos on that. How long ago did you join? Hey, Hey, Gail. Good morning. How are you? I bought these mushrooms on Friday and I still haven't chopped them up. I thought I better get these in the freezer. I want to make either some vegan gyro. I don't know if you could call it meat. You make it kind of like a meatloaf and then you slice it thin and you can use it just like you would for a gyro. I made it once before and it was really good. I found this seasoning blend on a Greek guy's channel. He said it was okay for me to copy it as a vegan recipe, and it was actually delicious, but I didn't make the video and I kept putting it off. You're traveling today? Are you feeling better after your emergency visit on Friday? Oh, I get it, traveling. I'm missing part of the chat here. So Jarrett Cox and I are discussing me going on one of his lives soon, and on Wednesday I'm going to be on Okies Eden at 1:00 in the afternoon. I don't know if you saw that. I posted it on my what do you call it, community page the other day. I was planning to do my drawing at 8, but I slept till 9. So, and then I saw these mushrooms and I thought I need to get these in the freezer. If I put it off another day, they're going to go bad. They still smell fine though. When I bought them, I was thinking of just making a lentil loaf. I've been craving that. Jason, are you going to have Gail on soon too? She's got 3 great channels. In fact, Gail is my mentor. One day I was looking at the disaster of my YouTube channel and I was praying for God's help. And all of a sudden Gail popped up saying that she's looking for somebody to mentor. So I answered it, and I forgot that I answered it. And I was a few weeks later, she said she was waiting for my call. Good morning, Janice. Welcome in. Oh, great. You guys are connecting. I'm glad. That's one thing I want, is for people to connect. I mean, this chopping of mushrooms is not the most exciting thing, but it gives me a chance to chat with people. And sitting here chopping vegetables can be pretty lonely. And there we are with the mushrooms. I'm all done with the mushrooms. So these are going to go in the freezer until I'm ready to make my gyro meat. My vegan gyro meat. I guess would it be on meat? There we go. So here we are. There's my mushroom bowl is empty. The next thing I've got is all these carrots. Look at the size of some of these carrots. So I was thinking I might want to try carrot chips. So let me wash this plate off. I'll be right here. Chat amongst yourselves for a few seconds here. Well, that plate's still pretty wet, so. So this is what I want to try. I got this little contraption from a rummage sale a while back, and I kind of forgot it was back there. It comes with all of these little things. I should probably do a video about this. You can make the veggies thicker or thinner. You can, what's this one? Can make like maybe French fries with that. I don't know. I might try that. You know what? The Quick Trip down the street has potatoes for 99 cents for a 5-pound bag with a coupon. So I thought I would walk up there maybe today or tomorrow if this rain stops. So I have it set up and I tried a carrot in it. And I want to make some carrot chips. It's got this little thing too that you could put like on a potato or something. But I figure I'm only going to go down to about here for the chips, and then I'm going to chop the rest of it with a knife and put them in the freezer for my soup. But see, these thin. But I noticed that my oven will go down to 170 degrees, so I can use my oven as a dehydrator. I don't want to get too close to that blade. Has anybody made carrot chips? I know I bought carrot chips, so I know they can be made, and they were kind of like homemade. Okay, now this is small. I'm going to make that into, just going to chop it up into my soup sized. But we've got another great big one here. I don't know if you can see how big this is. There's kind of a delay on it. Oh yeah, with practice, you'll get better. This is my 3rd channel, and boy, you should see the videos on my other ones. I shut most of the videos down, but I'm planning on remaking them for this channel, for some of them that are vegan. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to take these big ones. The rest I'll chop. So I think I'm going to boil some water and add a little bit of honey to it and maybe some cinnamon and brush that on the carrots before I put them in the oven. Then I'm going to leave them in there at 170 degrees until they're totally dried out. Have you seen any of Lynette's videos, Gail? I didn't even know she was in the collab with us. I think my squirrel came back last night because he had the tool pulled back again after I did it. So this time I tied it around an empty, well, a milk jug that was filled with water. In November, we're going to be doing an indoor collab, Lynette. If you're interested, I can send you some Microdwarf tomato seeds if you would like. I'm getting some ready to go out when I go Wednesday on my day out. Okay, I think that's enough for chips, and then I've just got these smaller carrots that I'm going to just going to chop them up with a knife. And I'll blanch those and freeze them for soups. What'd I do with my knife? I'll be back. Gotta find me a knife. Oh, okay. I don't remember her name at all. But I did a screenshot. I like to do that whenever I do a live so I can go back and say hi on their channels and maybe check out some lives. Did anybody spin the wheel yet this morning, Gail? I was thinking of doing it at 8 o'clock, but I slept too late. And then now that I'm awake, I'm thinking that, oh, okay. I'll go in there and look. Yeah, that time is coming up. So I want to get those seeds out Wednesday. Hopefully I can get rid of, send all of them out to channels with people who have addresses and a garden. Okay, my email is Broke But Bountifully Blessed 532 at Yahoo. And yeah, you email me your information. I'll send you seeds right away on Wednesday. Because whatever is left is just going out to channels that I'm hoping are interested. I did a small purge of that. I had about 10 of them. And a couple people did join. But after I sent them, I realized that Jason from Oakley's Eden doesn't like tomatoes. So I don't expect he'll be joining us. Unfortunately, because he's another great channel. Hold on, I gotta scroll this down. Up. I'm going to 5. Foraging and urban gardening. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping. Yeah. I get lonely when I sit here chopping, and I can sit here chopping for hours. I get so many veggies, and I like to chop up my veggies and just freeze them. Oh, these carrots I will be blanching before I freeze. And then when I want to make a dish, I just throw a handful of this, a handful of that. And I've got the veggies at least chopped. So it cuts down on my prepping time. Oh, I need another container here. I'll be right back. It's right behind me. I'm back. There we go. Oh, and I got these peppers out of my garden not last summer, the summer before last. I got a little red pepper that looked a little too sad to eat. But there was the pointy part was still pretty good. So I ate that. It was pretty nice. It's a sweet pepper. And it kind of looks like a jalapeno, but I looked it up with Google Lens, and it said that it was a piquillo pepper. So I looked up all I could on piquillo peppers, and they're generally made for roasted peppers. When you buy a can of roasted peppers, they're piquillo peppers usually. But I grew some, and I grew more than I needed, and I passed some on to my next door neighbor, and she put them in her spaghetti, and her boyfriend loved it. So when she moved, she actually kept her pepper plant over the winter, and she sent me pictures earlier this summer that she had peppers on it already when she put it out. But they're pretty good. You know, I can't really tell the difference in flavor if it's a bell pepper or a piquillo pepper. They're really close on the brick smell. Yes, it's Carole. I've had this, gosh, probably since the 70s. I do have a cutting board, but I'll tell you, it had a lot of stains on it, and I used bleach on it this morning, and now I don't want to use it until it's been soaking a long, long time. I won a cutting board, but I didn't get it in the mail yet. On the September collab. I think it's made by Jessie. I don't know. From the sounds of it, it was. Yeah, my other one was a plastic one, and I've been looking for one, a glass one. There's a channel that I watch, and she has these glass ones with bird pictures on them. But I really just haven't had it in the budget. Let's put it that way. Although I was talking to my best friend yesterday from North Carolina. She used to live down the street from me when we were little girls. I've known her since I was 2. Can you believe it? We're 74 now, so we've known each other for 72 years. I just can't imagine life without her. But her and her husband live in North Carolina now. She played Monopoly for real. She became a real estate agent. And she found houses and apartment buildings that were kind of run down. And she would buy them and move into them, and they would fix them up. Then instead of selling them, she would rent them. Yeah, that is a long time. It's hard to see her so far away. But we still get to talk to each other about once a week. And once we get on the phone, we get on the phone for a long time. But as we age, we are both having trouble losing our voices. So we'll be sitting there talking like we have gravel in our throats because we can barely talk anymore, but we don't want to stop talking, kind of like I'm doing right now. Oh, okay. I'll check on. I can't touch my phone. It's videotaping at the moment. Once I'm done with these carrots, I'm going to chop up those piquillo peppers, and I'm going to save the seeds. I'm thinking of doing some seed giveaways at some point. Possibly might have seeds when we do our live giveaway for our collab, because that's one thing about our collab that I am going to be giving a couple prizes. One for comments. So if you don't have a channel, or if you don't have content in your channel, be sure and comment on all the videos that go out, because that'll put you in a drawing. And it's not a real big prize, but I'm thinking Seeds would be a good prize too. And then when I was talking to my friend yesterday, she told me on Amazon they have something called Amazon Haul. You ever hear of that? And it has some gardening things, so I was thinking I might pick out a few things when we get closer to the time that we can send out as gifts in the drawing. Still got a lot of these carrots left. I bought 2 pounds. I usually buy 2 pounds a month, but I like a little bit of carrots in my soup, and I usually, if I can't think of something to eat, I will just make a bowl of soup. And I put a cup of chopped veggies and half a cup of beans and a half a cup of rice, and then a cup of water. Sometimes a cup and a half of water. And then I just season it with whatever I have for seasonings and call it soup. And it fills me up. Generally, I'll eat some about 8 or 9 in the morning, and I don't feel hungry until 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Ah, Jackie, good morning. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome in. How are you doing? I snuck in your live the other night just as everybody was saying goodbye, so you probably didn't see me in there. I was saying hi as everybody was saying goodbye. But you were showing some cute little critters that you had crocheted that night. Now, I wonder if I use these ones with these, if I could chop them a little faster. But I don't want to get my hands too close to the blade. These things are getting a little short. But I think I'll try it anyway. Just because I can. I forgot I had this. So we've got this one. We'll make some big chunks, I think. Wow. That's different. Not exactly what I'm looking for. But now that I know it does that, there might be something that I would use that for. I know my what do you call it? My food processor does some chopping too, and I chopped my carrots one time and I ended up with shredded carrots, and I didn't really like them that much. I froze them in an ice cube tray, and then I added an ice cube of carrots to each bowl of soup. But I want a chunk of carrot in my soup. That's great. So do you have a schedule for your lives now that you're back to doing them? I can usually find you in the middle of the night. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm a crocheter. I haven't crocheted much lately, mostly just stuff in yarn. And I'm really behind even on my Mercy mats that I make from that one group that we make for people who are facing homelessness. We were told in there that we were not supposed to call them homeless people because that kind of sounds like they're stuck in that rut forever. My brother was facing homelessness for many years, but he, his kids found him and put him in a nursing home. And he broke his leg, so he can't escape. Which is better than sleeping on this, maybe better, I don't know. I've worked in nursing homes, some of them may not be better. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the thing is with my brother, he wanted to live on the streets. When he came to Wisconsin, I let him stay in my efficiency because I was living with my boyfriend at the time. But he lives down towards Jason in Oklahoma. But he's a little further north, up Tulsa way. I think I'm about a month away from being homeless myself. I'm a paycheck away, let's put it that way. But my friend who lives in North Carolina knows somebody, and she figures that Trump is going to end Social Security and I'm not going to have any money coming in. She's all worried about me. Okay, Jackie, thanks for stopping in. We'll see you later. Oh, you're in Broken Hearts Ministry now? When do you plan on spinning this week? I might do it after this. But I'm going to videotape it and then put it up. I know one lady who has been homeless for as long as I've known her that comes to the food banks, and she chooses to be homeless. She could get Social Security at this point, but she figures if she waits, she'll get more. And she says it's not bad living on the streets. I don't know. She lost a child, her only child. And I don't know how old he was or anything like that, but she says that drinking is the only thing that numbs the pain, and she can't keep a job and drink. But she's such a sweet soul. I wish I could do more for her. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll have to watch for that. I'm kind of excited to give it a try. And I kind of played with the wheel with another video. And it says that you can have as many as 1,000 comments on your video and use that one that I'm planning on using. I did find another situation, and I did a video that's coming out tomorrow. But I guess it would be a little better than picking from the hat. It's not a very good one, but the program is kind of neat. I asked it to make me a comment picker, and it did. But you have to type in all the names. And then I was going to go play my Yahtzee game for a little bit, which is one of the things I do to relax. But the one that I've been playing has so many commercials on it, it's really irritating. I just want to play. And it made me a little Yahtzee game. So if I feel like playing Yahtzee, I do that instead of playing on the app. The one on the app just has too many commercials. Yeah, I checked out a bunch of them because I wanted something that was going to be totally free. The one charges you, like you said, when you put the put a name in or my secret word. And this one does not. And you can have as many as 1,000 comments. Wouldn't that be nice to have 1,000 comments? Anyway, and it's totally free. They say if you use it a lot, they may ask you to purchase it or to pay for it. So I'll have to make sure I don't use that one all the time. But when I checked, there's about 10 different ones out there. And I wanted to get the video out. And once I found that one, I thought that's the best one so far. I'm really not up to writing down all the names, cutting up all the strips, writing all the names on them, and then finding a hat. I don't have any hats. Of course, I could just use a bowl, but I didn't want to do that. I'm having trouble right now. I'm addressing envelopes to send out with seeds for the channels that have their addresses and they do gardening. And I'm not sending that many to each. But I might do a chat during that while I do that. Not so much addressing the labels. I'm going to probably watch videos to see if anybody is spinning. Oh, okay, you didn't add a special. Yeah, because yours is a comment. I was wondering, how would you do that? Because each comment would be so different. Three more carrots left. The black logo one. I'm not sure which one that is. I noticed a lot of the comments on mine didn't use the secret word. There's a lot of people that just comment regularly on mine. And I think they didn't watch it all the way through because they didn't know anything about the secret word. And I can understand that. There's a lot of videos that my phone watches, but I don't. I still got you on your new channel running on that one phone. And one thing that I found is if I go out of it and try to go back into the playlist, I can't. Because the first playlist that I started watching, I got to about 29, and then I stopped watching it and took a phone call on that one. And then when I went back to it, it wouldn't let me in. So I think it's about time to replace some of those phones anyway. They're pretty old. I've had that at least 2 or 3 years. It won't let me do anything on Canva on it either. I had to delete Canva on it. I went through all of the apps and cleared the cache on them to see if that would work. Ah, that's not good. That's why I don't use a sharp knife. Yeah, that's another thing too. You know, people don't know that they're supposed to comment twice. But some of them, you know, they comment on my video all the time, on my videos. But I know when I was checking one last night, she commented on one of my videos, or it was the Fall Fest video. And then I checked, and she'd only commented on my channel once, but figured I'd give her until midnight, because I was up until midnight last night commenting. Last carrot. Then I'm going to do the peppers. I'm going to put these in a bowl, a Pyrex bowl, with a little bit of water. And I'm going to blanch them. I'm going to put them in for 5 minutes, and that'll just blanch them. So when I make my soup, they'll be cooked through. But not enough to be mushy. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, too. I know Exploradora is in where Ariella is. I forgot the name. Australia. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it live, because I want to be able to check and see who it is. See that that they are in the U.S. and that they have commented twice. Oh, good. Yes, definitely do it again next year. I'll tell you, my everything is up. I did some screenshots from the one phone that isn't working, the big phone, and I wanted to email it to you, but I can't email on that phone. Well, I could email you, and I can't text it to you. But yeah, I had so many more comments, so many more views. It's number 2 on my list. The number 1 is still that one senior stock box one that I did. Okay, so now we've got carrots. I'm going to put these in a bowl to blanch them, and then I'll be right back to chop these. I'm going to give these a good wash too. Actually, I think I soaked these and everything. I grew these on my balcony, and there's 3 more peppers on there that are green. I can eat them green, but I wanted to save some seeds. Okay, this one is the ripest. The other three weren't ripe when I picked them. But I'm not going to ferment them for a whole week. But I am going to soak them a little bit so they get cleaned. I did some bell peppers the other day like this, and I left them in for 3 days. Because actually these are clean, but I think they last longer if you soak them a little bit. See, we got lots of seeds in there. These are a little on the mushy side. Not even mushy, they're just a little soft. But if I put these in cold water, they'll firm up real easy. Because peppers are still alive, even after you cut them. This is what I did in the first place when I got that other one. They were really, it was just one pepper, and I got so many seeds from it. And I gave a lot of them away. Too many of them because now I didn't have any left. Mimi, good morning. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm really sorry. I'm really behind on catching up on my comments. I'm still putting them in a playlist, and they've been watched, but I really have to sit down and comment on them. Oh, I'm sorry that, I expect that they're not going to stay. A lot of people are just doing it for the fall fest. But, I mean, I've gotten so many. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but if people don't want to stick around, if they're not into my content, I can understand that. Since I started doing Tuber Chat and The Source and Blessing Through Connection, I've been connecting to some channels that I don't really care about. And there's some that I didn't think I would like, but I watch all the time now, and that is cruises. I don't like to travel myself, but I love watching people travel. I like to see the tour of their little staterooms, and I love the scenery, the beautiful scenery, the sky and the ocean and all sorts of things that they show. And I will just sit there and watch that for hours. I don't sleep much at night. I don't see, a lot of these are floating, so I've heard that the floating ones are not going to be viable. I wonder if I should keep these getting riper. Because the one thing, if you take peppers from a green pepper, they will not germinate. They have to be a ripe pepper. So it can be a yellow one, an orange one, or a red one. But the green peppers are green, and I've heard they don't germinate. I don't know. I should really try them. I wonder, I made a video that I was going to channels and watching one video, but I'm going to remake that because it seems that you do have to do two videos to make it stick. I did not know that. And a lot of the channels that I've watched, I just watched the one video. And then I wonder why they're not commenting on me. Well, it didn't stick. That's why. It doesn't matter if I watch a bit, one video that's 20 minutes long or 2 videos that are 10 minutes long. Yeah, right now I'm busy. Been watching a lot of the videos for Fall Fest, so I'm getting behind on some of my favorites like yours. I did make another jar of pickles, and I videotaped myself making it. I really need to videotape myself tasting them before I eat them all. And they're so good. I keep grabbing some every time I go in the refrigerator. Like if there's a bag of candy sitting on the table, I would go for that. Well, I'm not eating sugar right now, so I've been eating those pickles. Yeah, I was telling my friend from North Carolina what I was giving, and she says, you shouldn't give that much money, and it's really not much. And then she found out when I took my dog with me to the farmer's market last week to get my pumpkins, somebody tapped me on my shoulder and said that, asked me if my dog was sick, and I said no. And then she showed me that she had just tinkled on the ground and it was bloody. But I don't know why that happened, because I use pee pads for her at home, so she's tinkling on a white surface. If she was having blood or urine, I would notice it. And that's one of the reasons I prefer to have that, because she's had UTIs in the past. Well, that'll just mean less competition. I mean, you can only tell them, and if they're going to listen, if they're going to actually watch it. Because that's one of the things I will do a lot of times if I'm busy with a project, like scraping seeds off of this pithy thing. I'll be watching videos, and I'm maybe up and down, and I might miss something. But honestly, I don't understand how people can watch all of their friends' videos all the way through and actually watch them. I could do that in the beginning when I had less than 100 subscribers. But as it's getting bigger, it's getting a little more overwhelming. But people like you and Mimi, I always watch all the time, because, I mean, Mimi always had those lives where I could go on and connect with people. And I mean, I was watching her way before Tuber Chat. I think probably even before Tuber Chat existed. So a lot of my subscriptions I got through Mimi's channel. Buying Space, good morning. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I watched both of Gail's playlists, and then I made one myself, and I took 2 videos, and in some cases there were videos that weren't on Gail's. So I've watched them at least 3 or 4 times. I've gotten a lot more views because of it too. So I really appreciate you doing that, Gail. Because especially the video that you had on there got a lot more views than I expected. Okay, I'm done chopping. Good morning, Lori. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the thing is, I let it play through the night on my other ones, but then I stopped before I'm not sure if it finished them. I actually can't open the playlist again. I don't know why. Both of my phones that are connected to the internet are, oh, I still got these to chop up. They're giving me trouble. I don't know if I got a virus or if it had part of the upload, but I can't open playlists that I've been in before. If it's a playlist that I haven't, I can watch the first 20 videos. And if I leave after 20 videos, I can't go back. It just doesn't open. It just has the little wheel thing going around and around. I'm doing good. How about yourself? Did you check all the videos this morning? Or all the channels to see? Did you win anything? Are you a runner-up yet? How's your organizing going? I know that you guys got a locker. I did that one time years ago. And I do have a locker in my basement. But the problem with the one in the basement is the basement flooded. And I've been going through, every time I walk the dog, I go down to the basement for a while and I go through things, and I really don't want to save anything. I've got a lot of things in Rubbermaid bins, and I want to save the bins themselves for my garden. But I figure if I put it down there, I don't need it. So it's not something that's going to go with me. Oh, look at a lot of these are floating, about half of them. I'm going to try the ones that are floating to see if they're viable. Got lots of room to plant in my bedroom right now because everything died except for 7 of them. Lori, hi, welcome in. I haven't seen you in a long time. Well, I did watch your video the other day. I see you're selling jewelry again. I wish I was still working because that's what I spent my money on. Okay. Have you ever seen on Amazon, if you look under Amazon, it says haul. Click on haul and they have some bargain items there. A friend of mine showed me about that yesterday. I didn't find anything I wanted to buy, but they have a garden section. Honestly, she was raving about it, but I didn't see anything I really wanted this time. Yeah, have you two Loris connected? Yeah, I've watched that lady that buys those pallets. What is it called? Palette Princess, I think she's called. There, now I've got a lot of red peppers to add to my dishes. I did make some tofu, so I'm thinking I'm going to make a stir fry at some point. Oh, you had to sell your Barbies? Oh, no. Well, I hope that helps out. Oh, really? So I think I'm going to take these sliced up. They're fairly thin. And I'm going to put them on a cookie sheet with a, what do you call it? A silicone liner. But I was thinking of taking some water and I might mix some salt and just put salt on some of them, salted water, brush it on with my pastry brush before I dehydrate them. And dehydrate them in the oven. And then I might mix some with honey and cinnamon too. And then when I went to the farmer's market the other day, I did get myself 2 sugar pie pumpkins, and I want to make some pumpkin fries, maybe some pumpkin muffins. Oh, that looks pretty gross. I have to wash that off. And some pumpkin chips. And again, I'll use my little, what do you call this thing, a mandoline? And slice those up. But for today, I'm going to put these on a cookie sheet and then dehydrate them in the oven. So who needs a dehydrator if as long as my oven will go that low? It goes down to 170 degrees. Yeah, I've seen a couple pallets. A lot of them sell the things. Yeah, I was watching hers all the time. I had to watch every time she'd do another video. And I get too impulsive that way, so I turned off her notifications. And she never comments on my videos. And now I just watch videos. If somebody comments on my video, then I will go to their channel and watch one of theirs. But if it just pops in, I don't want to be that impulsive. Right now, I've got a lot of channels that I'm watching because I'm doing the Fall Fest. But after this week, I'm going to turn off the notifications again. Well, thanks for coming in, Buying Space. Good morning, U-Haul. Thanks for coming in. I think I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for clicking the like button, everybody. And I almost didn't do it myself. But I'm going to go through quickly and take screenshots of everybody that was in here so I can spend some time supporting your channel. And then I'm going to call it a day. I still have to spin my wheel, read my 10 pages. But I really thank you all for stopping in. It was great to have people to chat with. Lori, are you still here? Did you do or watch my Fall Fest video? Because the winner of that whole Fall Fest collab will probably win close to $1,000. There's actually a lot of prizes going up there. Yeah, I saved the playlist for the Dollar Tree train too. I watched a few of them. I think we've got them all. That's it. Oh, these peppers smell good. I hope I have everybody on there, and now I'm going to use this phone. Close your eyes a minute. It's going to make some of the people that I know are not managing moderators. So if you comment again, buying space, you will have a blue jacket or a wrench, whatever you want to call it. And you can easily connect to other channels. I will only do that on channels that I know. So if you're new here and you don't have a blue jacket, I will check out your channel and I might change that later on. Oh, those peppers smell so good. I need to make something with peppers in it for lunch. I think I'm going to make a stir fry. Okay, I think I've got everybody in here. Okay, well, everybody that's in here, thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Gonna call it a day. I've got everything chopped that I need to chop for today. I'll be doing these pumpkins another day. Oh, look at that. It just goes forever. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great one. Bye.